Real Vibe with Imani yet again with a brand new video for the channel, and today we are going to talk about a Swahili saying that we use a lot: Tenda, wema, nenda, zako. What that means is you do well and you don't expect anything in return. Many of us get hurt over and over just because you give and you don't get the same reaction. So how about we digest this today? It's human to feel like you should get the same reaction, the same payback as what you give out here. If you're the kind that cares deeply about people, if you are the kind that is too kind, if you are the type of a person who loves almost too much, you're the kind of a person who gets hurt a lot. Because this kind of people get taken advantage of many times. But they are the kind of people who just want to receive and receive and receive, and they don't give back. It's sad that we have that kind of a person, those kind of people who they're just used to receiving and receiving and receiving. So this episode is just going to focus more on how do you react, how do you respond when you don't get the same reaction as you hoped, or when your act of kindness is not reciprocated. And I'll start by sharing a story, and this is something that happened to me and my husband a while back. We devoted ourselves to a certain friend. We were there in a season when this friend really needed someone to stand with them. We got to be involved entirely with the family, and they were going through a tough season, and we were there every day, giving our resources, giving our time, being there emotionally in all ways that you could think of. And after this season was over, we thought that maybe we could continue, and maybe get similar reaction or response when we needed that friend. Sadly, we are not even friends anymore. The person hurt us so badly, and sadly, the friendship couldn't work. For some time, I was very bitter. I felt betrayed. I felt lied to. I felt so bad. For a very long time, we didn't have enough time for ourselves because of the time we devoted to be there in that season. And it's human to feel that way. It's human to feel like this person doesn't care. But over time, I came to realize a secret. I didn't do this for that friend. I didn't do it for her. I didn't do it for the family per se. That is a bank account I deposited, and soon enough, I'm gonna withdraw. And this is something I want to share to people out here who give so much and they feel like they're not getting the same response, and you get hurt and you stay with this pain and you don't let go. Is it a family that, all they do is take from you? Are they friends that all they do is take from you, and when you need them, they're nowhere? Have you invested in a relationship that you feel it's only one way, like you never get anything in return? If you already did it, it's fine. It's gonna come back. Here is how the world works. You either believe in God or you believe in fate. In this one, it all works the same. Let me tell you what. There are situations in life that God will have to use somebody to come through for you. For example, if I need finances right now, God will not just release money from heaven. Okay, maybe he can, and I just collect it my way home. Well, he might literally use my friend to come and sort out the issue that I'm going through. Do you need a friend emotionally? God has a way of just bringing those people your way to be there for you. But if these people don't give back what you gave them, and you are in a season where you need help, God is so faithful that he will ensure you get that issue settled. It may not be through the same people you gave to, but he will ensure you do not lack and you get exactly what you need in your season. The problem with us humans is we look at where we deposited, that is in people. And you see, the Bible also says, cursed is a man who puts their trust in men. God already knows your people will always be people. Humans they'll always be human. They will disappoint. But when you know that I gave this, and if you give it back to me, well and good. If you don't, honestly, no strings attached. You will be a very peaceful person. I was reading an article the other day that said, if I'm giving with expectations, I'm actually not giving. It's like a transaction. Because in mind, you already have, you're already calculating what you will get back. But then the problem comes in when you don't get it. And this is now where this episode is coming through for many of us. So if you've been hurt just because, someone didn't come through for you as you expected, you know what? It's all right. But here is the thing though. There are friendships that you cannot continue with. There are relationships that it is time to cut off. Because one, there's something I talked about in previous episodes. When you find yourself in a very parasitic situation where the other party is used to receiving and never giving back, I don't think you need to lose your peace because of that. Cut it off. If you are in a relationship where all you do is to give and give, you even thought about giving back, I would never advise you to stay. But here is the thing. If you don't you're getting the same reaction back, count it as a loss. It's human. But how the world works, soon enough, you will get exactly what you need, because God will always ensure, always, when you need help, because you gave without strings attached, he will send his help your way. I know that for sure. And I'll have to repeat this. Cursed is a man who puts their trust in men. Men will disappoint. If I'm your friend, I will disappoint you sometimes. But just be careful where you invest. Now that you are wiser, now that you know, you do better. But don't be, depressed anymore or sad anymore just because you didn't get the same reaction. Whenever you feel you are led to help, please don't hesitate to do so. Where you feel you are needed, don't hesitate to do so. And if you are giving, expecting something in return, that is not giving. That is a transaction. And you don't want to be on that side of, the game, because you're going to get disappointed. So yes, give as though there's no yesterday, as if there is a need to do so, but don't expect the same reaction. God, who is in heaven, will ensure when you are in need, he will send his help. And his channels, there are so many. I'll conclude this by giving you a very short example of my life. There was a time in campus, my scholarship came to an end and I didn't know how I was going to pay my school fees anymore. And I was just, walking to the library. I was in Tenda at the river, and the library is called Agape Library. You have to take so many stairs to get there. And I was just praying, though. I was just praying and asking God, so what next? What do I do? And I'm going to share this word with you there who could be in the same situation. That God is your source. and he has so many channels to use to come through for you. And that's the word I got myself. So if you're expecting the same people you helped to help you, you could be wrong. But he will raise other channels to ensure that you are taken care of. So don't be sad anymore. Stand, walk, assume nothing happened. Don't assume, just tell yourself, you know what, it's well, and you're gonna be fine. That's all I had for you. See you next Sunday.